you think would happen to him? I said, don't you know that brother would have more sense than to do something like that? If he were going to change anything, he would confer with the messenger first. He said, behold, Apostle, I see something in here that it should be explained this way or that way before we go print it. He said, well, that's what I should have done.
Yes, sir.
So I should have got in touch with you and let you know before I change your article. You know, I said, well, you know. I said, but now, if I write in your paper and you have the resentment of me, of being a leader, then what I would write, you would want to edit.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Because if you don't respect me as a leader, brother, why would you want my articles in your paper anyway?
Good question.
So, anyway, the dialogue on, I told them to talk about unity, but when it's mentioned about national unity, you don't want it. And the reason you don't want it is because you don't want nobody over you.
Yes, sir.
Well, I don't need nobody over me. I got the messengers teaching us. So I told him, we all have the messengers teaching us.
Yes, sir.
You look out there in Farrakhan's field.
That's true. Yes, sir.
You have all these temples, mosques, under Farrakhan. And you never heard one of his ministers say we don't need unity. You will never hear Americans speak against Farrakhan's leadership.
Yes, sir.
And look how they have prospered.
Yes, sir.
They grow because there is unity.
That's right.
Even though they're going in the wrong direction,
Yes, sir.
if they're headed for hell, they're in unity going there.
Yes, sir. Teach, bro.
Right. I said, we had all of these temples across the country
Yes, sir.
in unity together. How many people do you think we could attract? Huh? So, I'm going to talk to my captain and have him to talk to the brothers and see about the paper. And I'll get back to you. And then he said, well, you know, that, I'm always glad to talk to you. I said, well, no, you're not, brother. Because I called you and told you I was coming to Detroit to speak. And you told me, you say, yeah, as soon as you get there, call me out. You know, I want to talk to you. When I got to Detroit and called the brother and told him we would have a meeting the next day, which was on a Sunday evening at 6 o'clock. You told me that you couldn't come because you were working on your temple. And you had work to do in your temple and you didn't have the time to come. I said, I'd come all this distance. And you didn't want to sit down and read 5 to 10 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Or even come over and give me the greetings. There's a special meaning to Mother's Day. The black woman is the mother of civilization.
Yes, sir.
Queen of the planet Earth.
Yes, sir.
She is the first
That's right.
to give birth.
Yes, sir.
There is not one day that Allah set aside for that black woman to be honored.
That's right. That's right.
The Holy Quran says, honor the womb of the mother.
Yes, sir.
There's a mother being born every day, every hour of the day. There's mothers being born, so there's no special day
That's true, sir.
to honor your mother.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
But when the white man said, honor your mothers for his own benefit,
Yes, sir.
he's making money
That's right.
head over heels.
That's right.
And the mother he wants you to honor is that blonde, blue-eyed Caucasian witch
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
that's standing beside him.
Yes, sir.
Teach.
They don't want you to honor that black woman. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad have projected this black woman in America as mother of civilization.
Yes, sir.
But this black woman have not taken her place because she didn't know her place until the Honorable Elijah Muhammad came to teach her her place.
That's right.
That's right.
And then after he came to teach her her place, she was so brainwashed by this blonde, blue-eyed Caucasian devil that she refused to stand in her place.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Look at her today. The devil has stripped her
Yes, sir.
of everything. Her morals. She don't have any.
That's right.
The black woman strips her own daughters
Yes, sir.
of morals.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
She dressed half nude
Yes, sir.
and dressed her daughter half nude,
That's right.
teaching them from birth to have no respect and honor for self.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Running up and down the streets looking like a prostitute.
Yes, sir.
And then she get offended when they call her bitches and hoes.
That's true.
Yes, sir.
That's true.
And she even called each other bitches and hoes.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
And laugh at it.
Yes, sir.
They do.
What kind of moral honor or respect can she get?
Right.
But it's not all about the woman. The man has not taken his place.
That's right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He haven't said, woman, it's time for you to straighten up.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Praise God.
It's time for him to be a man. What king would let his queen walk off of the throne half nude?
Good question. Right.
The black man have got to take his position as the king,
Yes, sir.
the ruler,
That's right.
not over the And God nerve enough to tell them to go if you want to.
Yes, sir.
I don't need you. Think about the position that the black man and woman is in today in face of all the people on the earth. It is time that the black man raise up
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
and get the respect and honor that is due him.
That's right.
When the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was alive and with us, that black man got respect never thought of anywhere on the planet.
Yes, sir.
People walk around asking today, what happened to these brothers and their sisters who died?
Yes, sir.
What they say, you right?
What happened to them? The brothers have let themselves down, and the woman.
That's right.
You can walk out there in the streets any day through the week,
Yes, sir.
and you don't see the black man
Yes, sir.
looking like himself.
That's true. Very true.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Why? Because you don't see the black woman looking like herself.
That's right.
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, be yourself, black man. Well, what is yourself?
Question.
Huh? The Honorable Elijah Muhammad didn't teach us to look and act like lost found.
That's right.
That's right.
Absolutely right. Yes, sir.
Here we are, trying to raise a nation before the world that the world can respect and admire.
That's right.
But how can they expect to admire us when we don't admire ourselves?
That's a good question, brothers.
Think about it.
Yes, sir.
So look at the ways and the condition of our people today. What are the ways and condition of our people today? The ways and condition of our people today is that brothers don't respect themselves.
That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
And if the man has no respect for self, then the woman has no respect
That's
That's
right.
for herself.
That's right.
That's right.
The man walk around in the streets. You can't tell them from lost found.
That's right. You're right.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
The only time you can tell them from lost found is on a Sunday when they go to the temple and put on a suit and tie. But what about your woman? You want her to dress like a Muslim.
Yes, sir.
You want her to act like a Muslim.
That's right.
You want her to have honor and respect for self. But you don't show her that you have honor and respect for her.
That's right.
How can she respect herself when you don't respect her?
Good question.
High morals.
Yes, sir.
What if our women walked out in the streets at noon? If you saw your wife, your daughter walking out in the streets at noon, If she went out on the street looking like a prostitute, what would you think? It's time that we understand, brothers and sisters.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is the mother of civilization.
Yes, sir.
Very true.
The world should respect her.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
But how can you respect her if she don't respect herself?
Think about it.
She must carry herself
Yes, sir.
in a way to get respect.
Yes, sir.
Young black mama teachers have been on a lot. Our sisters to touch a brother
That's right.
if he's not a member of the family.
Yes, sir.
You don't talk to lost fathers. Look at the example of foreign Muslim women. You walk by them and say something to them, they act like you ain't even there.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
That you're a ghost. They don't even hear you.
That's true.
But our woman will turn around and talk to anybody.
That's right.
That's not what the other black woman taught us.
Yes, sir.
We need to get organized in the MDT class where we can teach our sisters
Yes, sir.
how to be what Allah wanted them to be.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
In your lesson to the sisters, it says, Allah tells them, don't let me come and find you other than yourself.
That's right.
Is that right?
Yes, sir. Think about it.
So how is it that we can allow our women to be other than themselves and expect them to be ready to face Allah?
Yes, sir.
Allah is the best known.
Yes, sir.
The other black Muhammad has taught us, and his laws were strict. This is why most ministers around the country don't want unity,
Yes, sir.
because unity demands that you obey the law.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
The other black Muhammad said the law is our success.
Yes, sir.
If you have unity, you must have a law.
That's
And
right.
if you have a law, you must have someone to enforce that law.
That's right. That's right.